Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense. I'm low key kind of excited. so, I have an announcement. I like the video's intro plays because we got a lot to get into and we do not have a lot of time, but this announcement had to be made. So,
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. That's all. 1 and 1 got to equal 2.
Make it make sense, boo.
Big moves. Surfer. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things in your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things in your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
What is this? What is it?
Oh my God.
Oh, wow. Wow.
what's up, everybody? Okay, so I have learned a few lessons about this YouTube thing. And one of the things that I learned is even if you're only doing it within a couple hours, don't tell everything. So I'm telling you guys that I landed in an interview with somebody you will want to hear from. Mika says I'm too early. No, you're not too early. This interview, okay, so if you're new to the channel, I basically used to do this thing where I would let people come up with questions. So I had a major interview planned and it did not go well because the person who was being interviewed watched my video and did not like the questions that my subscribers were asking. And it was a big interview. And, you know, I just had to eat that one. So now I'm letting you guys know there will be an interview happening at 6 p.m. Central. So in about an hour and 45 minutes is an interview that you will have not seen anywhere else. It's going to be good. I'm super excited about it. Give us a hint. That's what got me in trouble before. Hints of what got them in trouble before, but trust me, if you have followed my channel, you will understand you are going to want to be here for this interview. The person requested that the interview be live, and I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, but I'm absolutely sure you will be interested in this interview. I cannot give too much. Literally, I can't because I have learned my lessons. But it's gonna happen in less than 2 hours, so about an hour and 45 minutes. So I'm extremely excited about it. A little humbled that I even got it, but I am super excited that this person will be on this platform. Wait, somebody said a request for live. Somebody wants to come and cut up. They might be coming. I bit my lip. They might be coming to cut up. I don't know. It might be coming. They might be coming to cut up. Mims, I hope it too. I think it is because you already know I'll be more ecstatic. I'm just saying. I guarantee you will definitely want to be here for this live interview. I guess you'll find out 30 minutes prior to the interview because it's happening at 6 p.m. Central, but I will have to, drop the link. I'll not drop the link. I'll have to drop the thumbnail. So you're going to find out in about an hour. But no, I cannot give it away. I can just tell you guys, is it Housewives related? Yes, it definitely is. And it's a hot interview. So you better spoil. I'm not doing it. I'm not spoiling it. What's up, California cutie? Hopefully you're staying dry because I heard the hurricane is coming. Or am I a week late? Is Courtney coming to cause more chaos? I don't know. What's up, Scotty? All I can tell you is it definitely is going to be interesting. And it'll probably be no holds bars. So that's all I can tell y'all. But I personally am excited about it. I'm excited for you to be able to experience what I'm about to experience, because we haven't even done a pre-interview yet. So yeah, we'll definitely I'm excited. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'm not telling you guys. I'm not telling you guys who it is. All I can say is buckle up. Definitely, like, buckle up. Dang, you didn't even tell your members. I think I'll put it in members only. I think I'll drop the name in members only. But if y'all let it out, it's only an hour, so I don't think that y'all would I don't think that y'all would let it slip an hour. But okay, that is a very valid point, Autumn's mom. I will drop it in my members only. Is it gonna be drama? Maybe. There's always gonna be a little shade, but I definitely will. I'll drop the name in members only after I get off this live, because this live ain't lasted. Y'all have been asking me about this RHOA reboot, and let me tell you, Halagio, thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, it'd probably be a little drama. We got almost 600 people in here. You definitely want to be here. Like the video, please, so we can get this word out. That's how YouTube will push it if there's engagement. So definitely like the video. Let's get into this. B Scott has been doing some very cryptic things. B Scott has been around forever. Let me let you guys see what B Scott looks like. B Scott is a fixture in the blogging community, and typically when B Scott says something, it comes to fruition. A lot of people feel like, for RHOA specifically, Kenya Moore is B Scott's like mole. B Scott has been around. B Scott is solidified in these streets. But when B Scott did an interview, we're all going to be talking about the recast situation. B Scott dropped this, which I know all of you have seen because all of you have been asking me about it. It was a B Scott exclusive. Real Housewives of Atlanta reboot in the works. Production is demanding fresh new peaches after disastrous season. Everybody saw this. Basically, what B Scott was saying was the show is over. They are going to recast everybody. And the Bravo world went into a tizzy. Jay, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you supporting the channel. So don't, not B flop. Oh my God. Raggedy. Okay. Definitely. After this video, I'll be dropping the name of the person in the members only chat. So look out for that in the community tab. Okay. So anyway, y'all, I did not report on this because even though B Scott, I do feel like B Scott keeps his ear to the streets and definitely has a pulse. I didn't report on it because I was like, I didn't know if I believed it. I don't know too many times that B Scott has gotten it wrong, but in this instance, I just couldn't report on something that I did not know. And it could have been a situation where, let me read to you what B Scott said, and then we'll get into it. Where is it? Okay. Out with the old and in with the new, the Real Housewives of Atlanta is all but officially getting a complete makeover. Sources exclusively tell bscott.com that production made the call to recast the entire show at some point during the taping of the season 15 reunion. A source close to production tells us that Bravo is beyond thrilled with the reception of the recently rebooted New York. They are fully on board with production's decision to recast RHOA. The network is also very pleased with the upcoming season of Potomac and Married to Medicine. Casting for fresh new peaches is already underway. We're told production has been quietly reaching out to managers and agents looking for new girls. There's no interest in bringing back any old faces either. Not Portia, not Kim Zolciak. So, it goes on to say that, but it's important to say that it's B Scott's sources. that made me think about B. Scott being on the Breakfast Club. So I want you guys to hear what B. Scott had to say on the Breakfast Club, because even this was, in my opinion, very cryptic, if we are, going to be honest. So let's take that out and this in. Okay.
Time you hear Candy go, "Oh, oh, oh, oh,"
See,
you know she's upset.
I told you black people love making sound. So Candy does.
And I love Candy. I love you, Candy. Don't do it. So she got really upset, and it went to a new low. So basically, what happened was, and also I want to say this: the reason why Bravo came to me and gave me these trailers is because they were sick and tired of me telling everything that was going on in the season.
But shouldn't they want that?
No, they didn't want me to tell everything.
Well, because you were telling them beforehand.
Absolutely,
Okay, got you.
and completely. But because I want them to know the peace treaty is off. Because they tried to do some funny business about this trailer and still trying to tell me what time it is. No one tells B. Scott what time it is.
What's the funny business?
The funny business is basically like, they upset that, well, initially, because we broke 2 Married to Medicine exclusives, they told me they were going to take the trailer somewhere else.
Gotcha.
And I said, if you did that, I'm going to go to war.
Here's the thing. When B. Scott was saying this, I don't quite understand the bargaining chips. And y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but a network choosing to give you a trailer exclusively and you saying, if you don't, I'm going to play hardball. What does that even look like? So what if they take their trailers from you and they start striking everything that you put on, like that's a clip of theirs on your Instagram? Do you get what I'm saying? Are y'all following me? How are you playing hardball with a network? Blogs keep networks going, so it's good for business. They hype people up. B. Scott has one of the largest blogs that I know of that especially does a lot of Bravo content. So there is some simpatico in their relationship, but to the point where you feel like you can tell them you have to give me your clip first or I'm going to run back your whole season. I'm thinking I would tell you, no. It would just be that simple. Autumn in LA, thank you so much. It says, I'm so happy for you and we'll definitely be here. Y'all hit the like button for Mims. Thank you. I appreciate that. And we got a new member. Okay, thank you, Tracy. I definitely appreciate you joining the membership. And like I promised, I will drop it in members only, the name, before I put it out there for everybody else. Because I did used to open the door for members to ask questions, but that really did backfire on me. I was the only one on the internet doing that. Maybe in the future, I will bring that back, but I'll have to think about a way to do it and still, not scare off my guest. But okay. So are y'all kind of as confused as I am? You're talking about going to war with Bravo, somebody who's giving you something for free to promote for them. I don't know if please somebody tell me B. Scott's pronouns. I don't know if it's they, she, him. Please let me know in the chat because I want to be respectful. So I'll just continue to say B. Scott until somebody tells me.
And when I say go to war, it means that I will recap every episode of the show before the show comes out.
Talk that talk, B. Scott.
Oh, yeah. My sources are extensive. It's not just Housewives. I have executives, production, where we want to go with it.
Not like Bravo just need to give B. Scott a show. Just give B. Scott a recap.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And to be honest, why are we letting the chopper fly? Andy Cohen does not need to be hosting the reunions for Black shows.
Talk that talk.
He does not have the cultural relevance. It is not me being disrespectful to Andy Cohen, but you can't use your white privilege to sit there and talk down to people who need that job, especially Black women.
Okay.
Because he doesn't have the finesse. You can't finesse our culture. Either you're a part of it or you're not.
And Andy can choose not to make that decision because he's an executive producer of all of that.
Absolutely.
So B. Scott should be hosting the reunion show.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because no one has an extensive, history with the Housewives as I do.
It doesn't have to, clearly a love for the franchise.
I do.
But it doesn't have to be a reunion show. It could be like a...
I mean, in terms of Housewives and somebody who has insight from the inside, I would say B. Scott, Michelle A.T. Alien, Up and Adam. These people all have friends on the inside. B. Scott has Kenya. I think Michelle A.T. Alien has Nene. Up and Atom has a lot of like the Vanderpump people, and I believe maybe Orange County and Beverly Hills. I could be wrong. I think DJ Richie knows people in the Potomac circle. So people have, connections, but yeah. I don't know where B Scott's coming with this, but so that was said on the Breakfast Club. And then TVD, who is somebody who I recently connected with, very, very nice guy, came back with this. Bravo denies RHOA reboot, reports nothing official has been decided. Bravo is denying reports RHOA is heading for a reboot after season 15. Earlier today, Love B. Scott reported that the Real Housewives of Atlanta was heading for a reboot after a disastrous season, according to the production sources. Now, insiders are suggesting that any reports of an RHOA reboot are premature. So, y'all, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but let's be a conspiracy theorist for a minute. What if, and I know he said, B. Scott says that there are people in production and executives that are the sources, but what if the source was Kenya? And what if Kenya just said, hey, put that out there? Because I was nervous after Kenya did that Carlos King interview that we may not see Kenya anymore because she went in so hard on production and things like that. What if Kenya said to B. Scott, go ahead and run this story? And people like me were in an uproar. Now, I chose not to run the story, but there were so many other content creators who ran the story because that's technically what we do. We hear something, or we have our ear to the streets, or you have a source, or somebody told you, and you kind of come out and you give your commentary. That's the way things work. What if it was Kenya and she smartly did that, and there was so much of an uproar that people started sending unalive threats to the production team, which is absolutely crazy. Now, I will say this. Sometimes I do think that people use the unalive threats kind of flippantly. And if you never showed them, how do we know that that even happened? It's just one of those things where you say, I received one of those unalive threats, and then all of a sudden, it makes people take a step back. Do I think that sometimes those unalive threats are just something that you're saying to get out of the hot seat? Yes. I don't know if that's the case in this situation, but nobody should be sending unalive threats to production over a television show. But let's continue. Right here. It says Bravo denies RHOA reboot reports. Nothing official has been decided, a source told Page Six, blaming the reports on fan feedback that has suggested some viewers would like to see a change ahead of season 16. Me being one of them. I think that Sheree's whole team, Sheree's whole couch should go. I like Sanya, but I don't think she's right for this show. Just saying. Okay. Dominique McLeon says, OMG, I'm glad I had a few extra coins to support you. I finally got to write you using my phone, but I'm usually on my TV. Anyway, I love you and I watch you religiously. I even put my friends on you. Now like and sub. I love you already. Do what Dominique says. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. It means a lot to me. When you guys like super chats, all those things, it definitely means a lot to me. Thank you so much. It's still weird when people say they watch me on television. I'm just like, somebody, I don't remember the name, but somebody sent me a video of her and her cat watching me. And I love that. I wish I could find that so I could put it on my my intro. I hope I pronounced this right. Nellick Bell, thank you so much for joining the membership. Again, I didn't think that I was going to be doing this, but the member spoke. I'm going to be putting the name of the person that I'll be interviewing on the membership only tab as soon as this video is over. But okay, let's continue. While the network is reportedly casting new women, as they always do towards the end of the season, Page Six is also reporting that they haven't been able to find reboot-worthy women. They haven't found any famous people of note that want to be on the reboot. And if they can't find any famous people that want to be on the show, then they can't reboot the entire show. I don't understand why it has to be famous people. I think that Kenya was a good addition to the show, and she, was Miss USA. Candy was a good addition to the show. She brought celebrity to the show before the show had a celebrity factor. But I don't think in present day you need that. I think you just need to have somebody with a really vivacious attitude and is funny and witty. But I do think that they are recasting. I just didn't think that they are recasting the whole show. I will say this, though. If the ratings, as you're seeing, the ratings have not been great. I don't know that they've hit 1 million yet. What I would say is the people at the top are very expensive. So you have the Courtneys who don't make any money. I'm pretty sure Marlo took whatever she could get. Sanya, probably a couple $100,000. Drew, probably the same. You get more every season. The high value people on the show are going to be Kenya and Candy. I think Sheree is going to take whatever amount will help her pay her mortgage. Do I think that the network would want to cut costs and get rid of the power players? Yes. Do I think that the network can? No. I don't. And that's why that's a hard one to wrap my head around. The network is giving Candy in the Gang back. So if they were going to phase her out, I think they would just up her salary or up her budget on Candy in the Gang and then have her be the central character there as opposed to it being centered around her staff. But for Kenya, I know I can tell you this, the season that Kenya got fired when she was pregnant, I didn't watch that season. I did not watch until season 12 when she came back. That's just me. A lot of people, don't like her. I'm finding out a lot of people don't like Candy, but at the end of the day, they do have fan bases. What is it? It's Team Twirl and not the Candy Coded Click, the Candy Gang. I don't see the other people having fans. So the Sherees, the Marlos, I know that there are people who like them, but I don't think that people go up for them in the way that Kenya and Candy have fans. So I don't know how that would work. Portia is now saying that she won't come back for some insane amount of money. I think they should cut the check. Just my opinion. A lot of people don't want to see Portia back on the show, but Portia will add a new element of wealth to the show. I think that Kenya needs somebody to spar with, like a Portia, because she won't even look Marlo in the face. Now, maybe she's scared of getting, shanked or something, but she won't look her in the face. This has been one of the worst seasons. I mean, these last couple episodes have been good, but I'm a straight shooter and I'm going to call it like I see it. I see Princess in here. Hey, thank you for joining the membership. Is it, I'm going to call you Miss Lacey because I don't want to, I'm really bad with names, but I'll try. Tuesday Lacey. If I pronounced it wrong, chalk it up to my head, not my heart. If you're just coming in, you guys, I have an interview. It's going to be a major interview. It's happening at 6 p.m. Central. I am super excited about it. I'm not releasing the name yet, other than to the members, because they've requested me to do that. But I'm just very excited for you to see this interview. And I'm not giving any hints. Thank you for joining the membership. I'm not giving any hints. No hints. Okay. So, okay. I got it right. Oh, Tuesday. Thank you. I try. I really do try. I mean, even though people don't realize this, I'm from Louisiana, and a lot of people can't hear like my Southern drawl, but it's there. It's just something. I lost my hearing as a kid, and I had to go through speech therapy, and I think that's why I'm able to enunciate in the way that I am. But I still have there's still little moments of me having like a Southern drawl. Strangely enough, old women from Louisiana can always hear it. They can tell me which parish I'm from. It's crazy. It's always an older lady from Louisiana. Okay, so let's get into it. These ratings aren't great. I just cannot see them cutting Kenya and Candy again. Could I see a phase out? I hope not, because once they're out, I'm out. I don't want to. Marlo should have never been. Marlo should have never been a peach holder. Just my opinion. Oh, okay. So y'all know exactly. Okay. I'm telling you, usually it's like older women, older Louisiana women, older Creole women can hear it in my voice. But I don't think that I have an accent until they tell me, and they let me know what parish I'm from. Charmlocks, thank you so much for joining the membership. I appreciate you. Y'all, put in the chat. Do you want a complete reboot? Do you want to get rid of Kenya Candy? Because now they're saying that the only ones that are going to be there are Kenya Candy and Sheree. And I feel like there's no more story for Sheree. She had a story with this Bob thing, but she said it herself. She didn't really care about it. So, y'all are saying, no, I don't want a complete reboot. Portia's living a fabulous life. I would mess with that show either. Portia, okay, King Goddess, look. Portia was willing to do Celebrities on Mars. She wants back more than anything. And we now know that Simon is also a fame whore. Simon wants that. He wanted Fallon to be that. So he got with Portia, married her. Everything that they do is for the gram. Every car that they lease is for the gram. The house is for the gram. Everything that they have done has solidified Portia as his wife with no longer any scarlet letter. They had a real crisis manager come in, I'm sure. We're not talking about Courtney. A real crisis manager come in and make sure that for the public, Simon and Portia were A1. They have normalized their marriage, and now the only thing left is for Portia to come back. I'm telling you, I told you guys this a couple years ago when Portia, after she had her disastrous season on her own show, she realized that she normalized Simon. The teeth. She filters his face, and everything is how lovey-dovey, and it's all on camera. I'm telling you guys, a key to a good relationship is for it not to be Instagram famous. These couples who every time they kiss, it has to be for the gram, they never work out. This is going to work for Portia and Simon because they both want the same thing, fame. And Portia she's now teamed up with Cindy Crawford to do her skincare line. She does her Amazon lives. Portia is ready to be back into the spotlight. Mark my words. And all of these things that we're seeing online, Portia's playing hardball. Portia would come willingly because that marriage was always supposed to be on television. So, yeah. If you're just coming in, definitely like the video. I got to get ready for my interview. Interview is happening at 6 p.m. It is definitely something that you guys, Charmlocks, thank you so much for joining the membership. I appreciate you. I'm going to be putting the name in there. I got to get ready. I got to woosah. I'm a little bit nervous about this one because it's going to be no holds bars. So we will see how that goes. 6 p.m. Central. You will want to be here live. Somebody said that I see the stuff about Jay Lee. I feel bad that, Jay Lee's channel got struck. Did I see something like that potentially happening? Just because it was because the neighborhood talk picked it up. So I feel bad anytime anybody's channel has gotten struck. But I gotta go. I will see you guys a little bit later, technically in just an hour and a half. So y'all won't want to miss this. Bye, y'all.